All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Trice Too Easy. Happy Saturday. We'll go ahead, dive into this NBA slate. We got 6 games. We'll look at some data, some charts, some matchups, and hopefully crack these folks. Guys, if you would like to join my sports community and Discord server, it's in the pinned comment and in the description of the video. And if you want exclusive access to perks for my viewers and my community, including the tools I use, like Smart Stake and like Outlier, 2 of the best tools you can use, they're in the pinned comment and in the description of the video as well. Okay, guys, full show. We'll review yesterday. We'll go over a bad beat, big winner, and then we'll get into each of these games, dissect them, and crack these folks. To review yesterday, 4 wins, 3 losses. Should have been 5 wins, 2 losses. The Cavs just, I don't know, man. It's just so much jankiness with NBA, man. This shit is so rigged. Cavs was like busting them boys, and then they just blew it towards the end. Like, they're up like 30 points, and then they let the 76ers come back within to cover the spread. Like, how? You guys were up 30. I don't get it. So Cavs didn't cover the spread. The Jazz finally had a bad game, which is okay. They've been one of our highest yielding teams this season. And then the Nuggets somehow couldn't cover that spread either. Tough. I really like the games and really like the reads, but it just came up short. I still think the Cavs, I still think it should have been a 5 win, 2 loss day, but the Cavs just, this Cavs team as a whole just needs investigated. Like, at this point, I've already seen enough with these boys, man. Like, what are we doing here? You got the Donovan Mitchell gate, then you got what they did last night. How you up 30 on the 76ers and you blow it? Like, in a quarter. Give it a break. Anyways, bad beat from yesterday. This was posted by, I'm gonna tell you guys why this is sickening. This was posted by, his name is Raul Knows, with a couple slashes through the O's and some alt-coded letters. Raul Knows. The thing that's so sickening about a slip like this is that actually, if every single leg hits, it would have paid $4,000. He needed Paolo Banchero to get a double-double. He had 9 rebounds and 9 assists. If he could have got one more of either, he would have cashed a double-double, and bro makes $4,000. It's just, instead he gets $40. That is so sickening. Sorry about your loss. As far as the big winner, Big Dan in the Discord strikes again. I highly suggest tailing him. 54 to 1,063, basically $1,000 profit on that. Congratulations. I couldn't get the whole slip because it was 2 different pictures, but there was a couple guys for 20 on there. He threw, who'd he throw on there? He had Jamal Murray, Denny, Donovan Clingan, and Drew Holiday for 3s. And it was plus 1,800 in total. So great slip. Congratulations on the win. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into the slate per the usual. Let's dissect this thing and crack these folks. First game, Kings versus the Bucks. So when I was looking at this, I mean, obviously the Bucks have pretty much every advantage. The Kings just don't look good. And guys, something I want to be clear about is, the reason why I don't go over the injuries and the depth charts, I started to it. The reason I'm not doing it is I think it will make you a worse better, if I'm being honest with you, if you look at specific, like, I personally believe if you're looking at like, oh, well, this player's injured, so this game's going to go under. Guys, they already baked that into the price. Anything that you know, any information that you know, the $1 billion sports books know times 10. So if I put on here, hey guys, this player's injured, so be careful, and then you all overreact and bet the other side, that was already baked into the price. It's already baked into the spread, and it's already baked into the over-under times 100. They know everything we know times 100. So the best thing you can do is just look at the key metrics and how the teams are as a whole, because that one player in and out, they've already calculated that in any price you see. So you saying it, they already thought of that when they put out the over, under, or the spread. So it makes no difference to mention it, just being truthful. If you guys want to look at injury reports, just Google it. But saying it is not going to help you be a better. It's really going to probably throw you off because sportsbooks already calculate that into the odds. Anyways, the teams as a whole, guys, Bucks do have pretty much every advantage. The Kings scoring is okay. Obviously, they're not going to be able to rebound as good. Bucks have Giannis. I believe he'll be in today. I know he was out. I think he'll be in regardless. As far as the Bucks scoring, they are really good. They're an efficient scoring team. They get down there and they score quite a bit. They actually shoot threes really well. And then Giannis, obviously, he's great down low. And then for the Kings, as far as the scoring D goes, they're not great at stopping people from scoring. So when I initially looked at this, I was all over the Kings off the. I was like, okay, I'm the Bucks. I'm sorry. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna bet the Bucks. I think they're a better team. But then I looked at the chart. Guys, we're done fading Vegas. We are done fading Vegas. By the way, we faded Vegas yesterday with that Cavs bet, which of course ended up getting cooked by the Sixers coming back in the fourth, blowing a 30-point lead. I'm not fading them anymore. That was the last straw. Right here, Bucks are taking all the money. The chart opens at 117. It should have gone 120, 25, 30, 35. The price should be getting worse. It opens at 117. They take all the money. Now it's plus 104. It's the same shit we've been seeing. Vegas spot. They look to clean up here. I'm not going to fade it. Give me the Kings plus 5.5. Not my favorite play, but I'm not fading Vegas. Next game, Timberwolves and the Hornets. So taking a look at this one, Hornets scoring offense. This is last season, guys. They were terrible, and their defense was just okay. This season, their scoring offense has gone way up, but now it's kind of seeming like they're coming back down to earth. They haven't been impressing me the last few games. Timberwolves have an excellent defense. I think it's going to be hard for them Hornets to score. I really do. Then if you look at the Timberwolves offense versus the Hornets offense, I think it's relatively close. I think both these teams have a pretty similar offense. You take a look at the chart. The Hornets took most of the money at plus 5.5. It went up a little bit, not a lot. I wasn't really sure what to do here. I almost chose to just fade this game because I can't really get a good read on either of these teams right now. What got me there, though, is the Timberwolves. I think that they'll shoot the three a little bit better, and I think that LaMelo has kind of cooled off. Until he gets hot again, I think the Hornets are an easy fade. Now, obviously, he comes out here and puts up 30, 40 points. We're cooked. But I think he's kind of cooled off. I think he'll get back hot, but I don't think that starts tonight, especially not versus a defense like the Timberwolves. So because of that, I'm going to take the Timberwolves minus the 5.5. Next game, Warriors and the Pacers. This is another one that I thought was pretty ridiculously hard to cap. So these teams on paper are extremely similar. Problem is the Pacers are missing a few players and their defensive stats have gotten a lot worse and their offense has got a lot worse. They can no longer, their defense is never good. What they could do though was play fast and just outshoot everybody. They can't do that because they're missing three key players. So because of this, I don't think that the Pacers can keep up with the Warriors offense. Obviously, neither do the Bucks. You got to lay 10.5 on the road with the Warriors if you want to bet them here. To me, that's kind of ridiculous, but I think the total over-under is at a really good spot. I can't get a real good read on either of these teams besides the fact I think the Pacers are ass. I don't think they can ball right now. I chose to back the Warriors here. I'm going to lay the 10.5. Again, not my favorite play, but chart opens at 108, drops down to minus 108. They're taking a lot of money and the price is moving downwards. It seems like they don't necessarily want you on these Warriors, especially not for a good price. It doesn't look like they're trying to trap you. It looks like they said, damn, we're taking a lot of money on this. Let's drop the price. Just kept it normal. It don't seem like any riggings involved. I do think the Warriors are a really good team, and I just think the Pacers are terrible. I think if the Warriors get hot, this game gets out of hand quickly. Like I think the Warriors could get ahead fast, and if they get ahead quick, I don't think the Pacers can come back. So I think the Warriors got a chance. It is a huge spread. If you're looking for a game to fade, this would probably be a good one, but I'm going to lay it at 10.5 with the Warriors. Next game, Magic and the Wizards. So, guys, this is another one where the Magic, to me, are terrible. I don't think they're a good team at all. I think they are ass. Don't seem to do much very good. They're not great on offense. Their defense, although it was really good last season, I still do think they're good at stopping teams from scoring. I just don't think they can score. A bunch of low-scoring, slow-paced, ugly games from them boys. Obviously, Paolo looks good, but he low-key seemed like he trapped me. They need to let his ass free. That team sucks. We take a look at the chart. Magic opened 9.5 and plus 117 all the way down to plus 100. Bucks, hey, we taking a lot of money here. Let's balance this risk and drop the price. Doesn't seem trappy. Wizards, if a team's going to lose by 10 or more, it's probably going to be them. They are still one of the worst teams in the league. I do think the Magic have no problem stopping them from scoring, and the Wizards' defense is so bad that if the Magic were going to score on a team, it'll probably be the Wizards. Go ahead and give me the Magic. Lay in the you only got to lay. It's at 9.5 now. You can actually lay a I'm sorry. I was gonna take the Magic and lay the 8.5, but then it went to 9.5. I no longer at 9.5, guys. I don't think that the Magic as a team, even though I do think the Wizards are still one of the worst teams in the league, I don't think that the Magic can score enough to cover a 10-point spread. At 8.5, I was going to do the Magic. 9.5, now I'm leaning towards the Wizards because that was kind of where I was at, was like 9 points. I don't know that the Magic can score enough to stop them, to beat them by 10. It's just so much for one of the worst scoring teams in basketball. I get they stop teams from scoring, but they also don't score themselves. So when it went to this, I was originally on the Magic, chose to go Wizards plus 9.5 with that line movement. So I'm gonna be on the Wizards plus 9.5 in this one. Next game, Rockets versus the Celtics. Major discrepancies here. Obviously, the Celtics massive advantages offense versus defense. The Rockets offense is not very good. As far as defense matchup though, I think the Rockets have an excellent defense. It's pretty good. It's fast. It's aggressive. They play hard. And even their offense is really fast paced. And again, the Celtics missing Jason Tatum is a big deal. Obviously, it's booked into these prices already. We know that. Rockets laying 6, going to Boston to play the Celtics at home is kind of crazy to me. I fought with this one for a while, but there's two teams who've been super janky. It's the Celtics and it's the Cavs. And the Thunder, by the way. Like the top three, those top teams just been gambling, in my opinion. Like it just seems so rigged. Every time I watch them lose these spreads, it just seems like it's intentional. I don't trust the Celtics, the Cavs, and I don't trust the Thunder right now, especially not with big spreads. Rockets have been playing pretty well. Celtics do not look great without Tatum at all. Rigging aside, I think that the Rockets somehow find a way to cover this, and they opened at 108, dropped down to like minus 113. Now they're at like minus 110. That is a massive drop. That is the book saying, yeah, man, Houston's gonna cover this. You know, and the Rockets only got better with KD. So yeah, give me the Rockets minus 5.5. I guess not my favorite, but I do think they find a way to cover it. Next game, I think this is the final game of the night. It is. We got the Mavs versus the Pistons. Guys, the Mavs look like shit, shockingly. I do think, though, that they are a team that will continue to get better. And I think the Pistons lack star power. I don't think Cade looks great this season, and I think the Pistons are lacking that star power. I don't think the Pistons should ever be laying 7.5 versus the Mavs. I just don't see it. I think the total's good. I do think it's low scoring, ugly, slow. But the Mavs have so much star power, and I think over the course of the season, they're going to progressively get better. Pistons are a mid-tier team, guys. They are mid in every category. They're not good. They're not bad. They're just okay. I think the Mavs will find a way to be a top-tier team. Rebound offense has improved. Points in the paint defense has improved. I don't think there's any major advantages for either team here, except the fact that I just think the Mavs have too much stars, and I think that they will get too good. Pistons, I don't think are good enough to hang with the Mavs and beat them by 8. I just don't see it. I don't think they have that one person who can take over the game and keep this within 8. 8 is crazy to me, man. I don't see it. I got to be on the Mavs here at plus 7.5. Charts staying pretty stale. Nothing to talk about there. Go ahead and just give me the Mavs plus 7.5. All right, that's all for me today, guys. I'm going to try to get NHL hockey video out later. Let's get out of here. Let's get a bag. Let's crack these folks.